Hello, teachers, and thank you so much for joining this live streamed community event on the Teaching English Facebook page, brought to you by the British Council. My name is Marcus James, and today we're joined by Fajaruddin Akbar, who's going to be helping us to start using AI in our lesson planning of activities. So, Fajar, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and what we hope to be looking at today?
Okay, thank you very much, Marcus. It's really nice to be here again with all the teachers from the British Council Teachers Community on Facebook and also the Teaching English British Council website. So I'm Fajar and I'm an English teacher from Indonesia. I'm also an educational technology practitioner. And in this live Facebook live stream with Teaching English British Council, we're going to take a look. We're going to explore things and a lot about AI that you actually have on your laptop browser, which is in Microsoft Edge. So we're gonna take a look and explore the potential. We're gonna demonstrate together, try together the potential that these AI can assist teachers or maybe even to collaborate with our students.
Excellent. That's obviously a lot to digest. So hopefully we'll get through some practical situations and scenarios in the next 13 minutes or so. Teachers watching, if you would like to follow along, we're going to be demonstrating this via the Microsoft Edge browser. If you have a Windows laptop or Windows PC, it's probably already installed there somewhere, but you may have opted to use Chrome instead. So do have a quick search to see if you can find your Edge browser. Okay, so Fajar, we're broadcasting to teachers from around the world. I can see we're being joined already by Nancy, Saida in Azerbaijan, Nasir in Syria. Welcome. We're teachers, and we may not be very technologically aware, but we're not talking about high-tech software or downloads or paid subscriptions, are we?
So we're just gonna take a look at one website, or not a website, sorry, an application which is actually in almost everyone's laptop. If you use a Windows laptop, yeah, it's already on your desktop screen. Maybe you just didn't notice it like that.
That's right. Okay. All right. So, Fajar, you're going to share your screen in a moment to give us a look, aren't you?
Right. Okay, I think we can start. All right. So.
Oh, okay. Fajar obviously pressed the wrong button there. We'll be getting him back shortly and bringing him back on screen. Meanwhile, if you do have any situations, any texts that you would like us to demonstrate how you can get some lesson activities, please do pop them in the chat. Fajar, you pressed the wrong button, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. It was like a little too close between the share screen button and the leave studio. Okay.
I know.
Okay,
Anyway.
now I'm back. Right, so we can show my screen. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I almost forgot. So before we go into any particular website, so I'm just going to open. So yeah, it's okay to show my screen now, Marcus. It's all right.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So first, I would like to introduce a little bit about the browser itself. So it's Microsoft Edge. It was Internet Explorer. If you remember, it was Internet Explorer. It's on everyone's laptop. If you use Windows laptop, whether it's Windows 7, Windows XP, and then now maybe Windows 10, and now almost everyone has the Windows 11. So you have this Microsoft Edge built in on your personal computer, laptop, or desktop computer. So this is the browser that you have before you install the Google Chrome. Okay, so try to find this browser on your laptop right now or your desktop computer right now if you would like to follow us on demonstrating how to use the AI that we are talking about in this live stream. So this is the display or the interface of the browser itself. Yeah, maybe it's a little bit different where you can find the tab, or maybe there are these sidebar on the right side of the browser itself. So yeah, that's what we are going to talk about, is the sidebar, right? So if you take a look at my screen, on my browser screen, we have this B icon on the top right, the icon on the top right. So that's the Bing. So that's the AI that we're going to demonstrate. Okay, so I'm going to navigate a little bit. So we have chat, we have compose, and we have insights. Now, these are the tools that we are going to demonstrate. We're going to explore together to, let's say, find a way to make use this in teaching, or maybe also to collaborate with our students. I have prepared some tabs here from British Council, also TED Ed, and also a BBC news website like that. But for those who are not using Microsoft Edge currently, you can also try to find Bing. Just try Bing Chat, and then you will see this one, bing.com chat. So it's available on Google Chrome, but not on the sidebar. Today, we're going to focus on Microsoft Edge, which this AI is available on the sidebar. So what is sidebar? Sidebar is this one. So when you click this icon, so it's directly on the sidebar. Okay, so I'm going to open up this one. So we have this website from Learn English Kids British Council. So yeah, this website is specifically made for lessons, but not for teachers. Yeah, it's made for parents who would like to guide the kids to learn English. So yeah, it's, let's say it's lesson made. It's lesson made. They have their preparations. They have some reading texts. They even have games and everything that's needed to learn. But the thing is that they don't have lesson plan. So what we are going to try to explore is to use Bing to create or write a possible lesson plan using this particular lesson. Okay, so here we have the chat where we can try to choose whether it's more creative, more balanced, more precise. And they have the information. What does it mean by more precise? So it means factual and concise. So it's like accuracy and relevancy. And when it's creative, it's like to be more imaginative. That they have the description on each mode of the chat. They also have the compose. So let's say if you would like to write something, yeah, it's basically similar to ChatGPT, yeah, which is quite popular right now, really popular right now, where you can write things or two, and they will try to the AI will try to generate some text based on the tone that you choose. They have professional, casual, funny. They even have the format, whether it's in paragraph, email, or ideas, or the length of the text. And they have insights. So insight is about the website. So let's say if you're opening a website or a web page, if you click the insight, you will see the overview of the websites or the relevant things that included in the website. So then we're going to focus on the chat. Okay. So it's basically just like chatting with human, or maybe like using ChatGPT. Okay, first, the difference is like ChatGPT is a website where you have to visit the website. Okay, but with Bing, you can open any web pages, and then you can open the Bing AI on the sidebar, where the Bing AI will be able, or is able to read the web pages that you are opening. Okay, I will try to start with something simple. For example, tell me about the page. I'm choosing creative because I would like to have the language or the text generated uh, widely. Yeah, so it will give the overview of the web page. Well, that's standard, right? So yeah, it tells about the web page. Now I will try to do something a little bit what is it, advanced, let's say. So I would like the Bing AI to create a possible lesson plan, okay, from the web page. Okay, and then I create enter. Yeah, and then a possible lesson from the web page could be introduce the topic, have the students read the text, and then they will generate, so it will generate the text, or let's say the lesson plan. Well, let's say, oh, it's not specific enough. I would like it to have like how many minutes, what kind of activity or procedure, or maybe like even the focus of the lesson objective. So I will try to make it more specific by giving more prompt. So create a possible lesson plan focusing on reading, include the objectives and group work activity from the web page. Yeah, so it has the objective of the lesson, and then yeah, it has the procedure. It start with the warm up, and then it continues with pre-reading, and that is generated. The while reading activity, the post-reading activity, which is quite standard for reading lessons or reading class, where you have the while, post, and the pre-reading and the follow-up reading or the post-reading. And that's for you. Of course, we would like to recheck it as a teacher.
Yes, good tip. Don't don't take it as is, because there's a lot of learning going on with these AI chatbots, isn't there? So yeah, do read over and adjust as needed. Fajr, that's really that's blown my mind. It's to have this chatbot kind of essentially create objectives, lesson plan based on a text, I think is really, really powerful for a lot of teachers, and certainly a big time saver. Obviously, in this case, Learn English Kids is already, it's designed for learners, isn't it? So very often there are already activities that parents and teachers can use with those learners. But would the same be possible on another website that's not designed for learners? Let's say, I think you mentioned you've got one lined up already for sports news, for example.
Yeah, that's what we are going to do next. Yeah, that's right, because this one is, let's say, a lesson made, or let's say made for lessons. So it's a little bit obvious. Of course, the AI can do this lesson plan because it's already made for lessons. They have everything, like say the web page has everything. It needs to be a lesson plan. But let's try something a little bit less obvious to be a lesson. Okay, so I have this one website from TED, though it's a little bit like a lesson, but it's a video. Let's say. Okay, a little bit of disadvantage from Bing AI compared to ChatGPT or maybe the other AI generative text, that it doesn't have like the feature to save the chat. So let's say if you would like to use the Bing AI, and then you just make sure that you have a separated documents, or like Microsoft Words or maybe like Google Docs, to save all the chat, because every time that you would like to move to a different conversation, or let's say if you close your browser, it will erase your conversation with the Bing chat. And also it has a maximum of 20 answer in one conversation. Okay. So I see a question here.
Okay, I'm seeing the same one from Janaki. Yeah, let's bring that up. How would you respond?
It's totally free. It's totally free. It's on your laptop or your computer. You have Microsoft Edge with you. You have Microsoft account, which is free. You can just sign up for an account. You can use your Gmail to sign up for a Microsoft account, and then you can just open the Microsoft Edge browser. It's basically on your top right of your browser, and then you can just click it, you sign in, and that's it. You can use it. Or maybe again, if you're still using Google Chrome, you can just search for Bing AI and search for the website, and then you can log in or sign in with Microsoft account, which is free. You can use it directly, free of charge, which
Excellent.
is the best
Well,
thing.
we love free, and we love things that save us time, don't we? So
Yeah, that's
thank
true.
you
That's true.
for responding to Janaki's
Okay.
question there.
Thank you for the question. Right. Now, let's continue to lesson planning here. So I have prepared a website, a video from TED Ed, which is, I believe, relevant to what we are talking today. Is Google killing your memory? Well, it was about Google. Now we have AI. So yeah, we're not going to watch the video or the YouTube video. Obviously, we don't have that much time, so we're just gonna focus on how we can create this web page, which includes a video to a lesson plan. So let's say we open a Learn English Kit, which is a text or a reading. So Marcus, what do you think? What kind of language skill that we can focus on using this video, whether it's reading or what do you think? Or from the audience,
Well,
maybe.
I mean, very often we use video in class as a listening activity, don't we?
Yeah, okay, okay. Let's try it. Let's try it. Okay. So create a lesson plan, okay, focusing on uh English lesson. So we may also want to try to give it a little bit more, obviously more clue. For example, I'm an English teacher. I teach ESL or EFL. Okay. And then we can create a lesson plan. Kind of possible. We would like to try possible because it's not the final lesson plan that we would like to create, right? So we would like to recheck it and then revise and everything. So I like to use the word possible. So create a possible lesson plan focusing on reading, focusing on listening. Sorry, focusing on listening from the web page, and then we can just hit enter. And sometimes the Bing AI or the AI will try to search from the internet. So that's what makes it different. Searching for ESLEF listening lesson plan. So the AI will first learn from the internet before creating. Yeah. So they
That's
learn
that's
first.
that's what I love. It's like within seconds, the AI is doing a teacher training course or a CELTA course and absorbing all
Yeah,
that
probably.
learning.
Yeah. And then here's the suggestion. They have listening, and then yeah, it's generating the text, which of course we have to recheck, maybe draft before we go on to the final draft with the product of the lesson plan itself. So we have the present listening, while listening, post listening, which is the standard of the listening lesson.
Yeah,
Okay, so
I like that. There, if it's included some sort of pre-teaching of vocabulary,
mm,
search engine, memory recall, Google effect. That's interesting.
mm.
Ah, nice to see Teacher English was quoted as a source there as well.
That's the thing with the Bing AI. So they include references like that. So they include the references to what they are generating, or what they generate. So they include the reference. They even include. So let's say if you copy it, so there's the more here, and then you click copy. Okay, and then I'll try to open a doc here. So when you click copy and then you paste it into a document, it will include the references. So this is just for an example. And then yeah. So source conversation with Bing with the date and then the website that where they got it, where they learn it,
Mm.
like that. So that's the references. And if we would like, as example, like, oh, it's not specific enough, I would like to add more element. As example, you can just add, yeah, class objective, and then duration, and then uh, what is it? English level, even assessment.
Mm.
And then it will try its best. So do what we are asking them today. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Searching for how to write lesson objectives. So they learn it
Yes.
first.
So right, also identifying what they need to learn in order to answer the
Yeah.
question.
That's true. That's true. Like that. Okay. So for teachers who are watching us right now, if you have any idea come up like that while watching this live stream, please write it on the comments of the live stream. So if you have like questions or let's say website that you want us here to try to use the Bing AI to generate a lesson plan or even maybe worksheets or questions, or maybe if you have any ideas a prompt, kindly write it in the comments. So we're gonna try it together now. Yeah. Okay, it's done. So it
Wow.
has the lesson objectives, it has the duration, it has the English level and the assessment.
Oh, I like that. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, yeah. I mean, obviously, we the AI is learning all the time. The more information we put in our prompts, the better and more sort of targeted the response. But just I think a lot of teachers here are very positive about this, which is great. This is a tool, another tool that we can use to help us really get the best out of our lessons for our learners. Of course, the AI learns a lot, but it doesn't know our own learners. So, we have
That's
to
true.
sort of adjust and adapt what comes back to suit, the needs and the requirements of our learners.
Okay. Right. Now, I think I'm gonna move on to the last one that I have here. So yeah,
Okay.
it was a lesson from Learn English, and then we have a TED video, and now we have this website, news website from BBC, which is authentically not a lesson. So this is pure article of news, which has no elements of lesson. Okay. So first, I'm going to uh, click this like sweep, all right, to clean the text. And even like that, before I ask it anything, it gives some takeaways from this page. Okay, so it can read the web page that you're opening, whether it's a video, whether it's a news. So that what makes it different with ChatGPT. Well, ChatGPT is a website that you have to open, even though there are nowadays there are like browser extension that you can install on your browser, download it, and then you can make ChatGPT as an extension. But here in Microsoft Edge Bing, it's built in where it can read the web page that you're opening and it can access the internet like that. So let's say this news article is not a lesson, it's authentic article, authentic reading. Okay, now instead of creating lesson plan, I'm going to try make something a little bit, let's say, a further step. So let's try to create comprehension questions. Okay, let's make multiple choice questions. Okay, first I would like to tell the Bing that I teach ESL. Okay, teach ESL. I want to create multiple choice questions. Multiple choice questions for, let's say, B2 level, or let's say B1 level, B1 level students from, yeah, using the page. And then we wait. Most of the time, they will learn first. So they will search for what they need to do. So here they're searching for B1 level English multiple choice questions, and then they will try to generate. Yeah. And first, most of the time, they will try to explain to us what we asked them. And then they give an example. So hey, what is the main message of this text? So it's Manchester City and Arsenal. Yeah. Okay. So we're not talking about football now, but yeah. So they create us a multiple choice questions and they give us the correct answer. I hope this helps. Do you want me to create more questions for you? Okay, yes. create 10 questions, example. Create 10.
Wow, I'm loving that how the multiple choice and it tells you which one is correct as well. That's always
Hmm.
helpful. I like that. So I mean, we could
Yeah.
use this idea, for when we want to bring some authentic material into our class and some up to date. I can see
Hmm.
dated. This article is from yesterday. It's right up to date. It's current. So it's a great way to integrate current goings on into our lessons. The things that our students are probably going to be talking about anyway.
Hmm. That's right. That's right. But the thing that we would like to, what I say, step a little bit more advanced. We know that we have this AI right now with our students. Maybe we would like to uh, recreate our lessons into something more higher order critical thinking skills. Well, yeah, let's say you're creating multiple choice questions, so maybe comprehension question is good and everything, but we would like to try more, maybe with more advanced students. Let's say when it comes to ESL, EFL students, when they are in B1 or let's say B2, even C1 students, we can collaborate with the students to create something using the AI instead of just using it ourselves and feed our learners and students with multiple choice questions and everything. Even though, yeah, it's not, yeah, it's good and everything, but we would like to step a little bit further when it comes to prepare our students for the future, where of course they will live together, where they will live using these AI. That's why we have these the online skills for the 21st century teachers that we have. Yeah, that I will really recommend all teachers to enroll for the course. Okay.
Okay. Fadja, we've got a challenge from Patricia,
Mhm. Okay.
who asks, I would ask Bing to generate true-false questions, but in a tricky way, so the questions could be used for B1 level students. I'm not sure what she means by
Ah, it's a good
tricky
idea.
there, but yeah, true-false, that's always a good one, isn't it? Good way
Yeah.
to test. Um,
Right.
so maybe we could use this text or a different. So, for example, this one's on sport. So I imagine
Mm.
it would lend itself quite nicely to some true false, wouldn't it? In terms of because when you're reporting on something that actually happened, then there are obviously facts
Mm.
to generate true or false from, aren't there?
Yeah.
Could we maybe try that?
Okay, okay. I think we can try it using this web page also, or maybe if teachers watching us have articles or website that they want us to try, kindly send them to us in the comments. But for now, let's try with this website first. Maybe I would like to add one more instead of true or false. We are going to
Yeah.
add true or false and not given, just like in the IELTS.
Yes. So, yeah, exactly. I mean,
Okay.
if you're teaching B1 level learners, chances are they'll be aiming for one of the Cambridge exams or the
Mm.
IELTS or TOEFL, for example, where the questions do tend to not just have a sort of two options, because let's face it, even if you just guess every answer, you're more,
Mm.
probability wise, you're probably going to get 50%
Yeah,
right, don't you? So
that's
yeah,
right.
true, false, or not given, or unsure, or not relevant. Those are
Mm.
good. But tell you what, let's keep it to true, false for now, because that's what Patricia
Okay.
was asking, and it's a great way to sort of
Uh,
generate, I guess, concept checking
okay.
as well and understanding.
I will try to put the word tricky there. Grade 5 tricky, just to make it obvious for the AI from the web page. And I believe it will learn. Okay, it doesn't need to learn first. Okay, right. And they give the answer and they give the explanation of the answer, which is, of course, important for us to know why it's
Mm.
true, why it's false. Right. It's a good one. We've done it. Okay.
Whoa. Yeah. I mean, just
So
Yeah, so the tricky ones there are kind of the so yeah, it's get you thinking a bit more, doesn't it? It's not just about the number. What does the number
Mm,
refer to?
mm.
Like there's a so we take that first question there. Arsenal last won the Premier League title in 0405, true or false? False. Arsenal last won the Premier League title in 0304. So you've kind of got that 04 there in both.
Yeah,
So a lot of students might see the 04 and think, true.
yeah, that's right. So 0304. So is it 2003 or 2004? Because it's like, yeah, when it comes to football leagues, like they have the seasons of season 2003 to 2004. Yeah, that's a little bit tricky like that. And yeah, of course, if you would like to add a little bit things or two to spice up a little bit, of course, we can just add more prompts, or let's say add this or add that, like that. Because
Excellent.
okay,
So
okay,
it's
we
just a
have
few.
this.
Sorry, if I just wanted to bring up, yeah, a few teachers have been asking about again where they can find this chatbot. So Mona did ask, but luckily
Mm,
Hadji responded. Create a
yeah.
Microsoft account first, then download Microsoft Edge. That's it. Bing Chat is already integrated there. Just log into your account to Bing
Yeah,
Chat. That would
that's
be
right. That's right.
it.
Awesome.
I've got a question from Farida. Could we generate a grammar lesson plan and create CCQs, concept
Mm,
checking questions for a grammar lesson from a web page, an article, maybe, for example, the past perfect tense. So that's quite a specific
yeah, that's true. That's true. It's awesome.
lesson there,
Mm.
Farida. I appreciate we're over the 30 minutes, Fadger. Do you think you'd have a couple more minutes just to maybe generate this lesson? Well, not you generate, but the
Yeah,
AI will be
sure.
generating it with our prompts.
Of course, sure, sure. First of all, of course, it's gonna be quite challenging to find specific article that you know contains the past perfect tense, as example, or any tenses. Yeah, it's gonna be tricky for us. It's gonna take sometimes, even though it's not impossible, because it's our job as a teacher to find resources. But let's just try to cut what is it? This what is it? The step a little bit and make our life easier. We can just
Mhm.
ask the being chat to
Yeah.
find that specific article that includes or consists of past perfect tense, as example.
See, I
Okay.
wasn't
So now
even
I'm
thinking that. I was thinking past perfect. What types of articles you usually use the past perfect? And to my brain, it was always about sort of reports on
mm,
like an incident or something, because they would usually try to find the root cause of something. And by
mm,
looking at the root cause of something, you tend to use past perfect
past
more
perfect
in
tense.
that. But what? No, let's see what Bing comes up with.
That's that's right. So I'm going to use the website of the Bing chat. So in case that you want to see it in a different view, like oh sidebar, it's too small. Like it's too small. I
Mhm.
want can we see it like in a bigger on full screen? Yeah, of course you can see. You can just find Bing chat and then you can go to the website. Though if you are using Google Chrome, you can use this version of Bing chat. Okay, let's say of course, I would like to tell the Bing chat well my purpose is by telling that I teach ESL, so it can have like a bigger picture what I would want it to do. I teach ESL, EFL. Find me news article, let's say, so it can be authentic. A news article, okay, consists of past perfect tense. Perfect tense. So, wait, or maybe we have to try. So let's say if it fails, oh, new tense Netflix movie. Oh, it even give some kind of Manitoba NDV leader. So yeah, luckily the Bing AI understood what we told it to do. Instead of looking for an article explaining about past perfect tense, right? Because sometimes if we search it in a search engine like Google, instead of looking for the article, it's just looking for an explanation of what is past perfect tense. So let's say here we have finding past participle in news headline. So it's a website of news mencoba. So okay, tense infractions and opportunity to check. Okay, so sometimes we have to make it more obvious, like can you find more article with the past perfect tense? So sometimes it can also give us like a prompt recommendation. So what we are trying to do, and then they will try to look for it. Okay, let's say we're gonna try to choose one and then try to prompt from Farida. Oh yeah, past perfect aspect as article. And this is what we need to, let's say, avoid. Sometimes it misunderstand the prompt when it's about specific things. But here's the C had always wanted. So instead of looking for the articles, it's, yeah, the result is about an article about past perfect tense. But let's try this one. Okay, I hope it includes past perfect tense. But let's say,
All right. I've just removed it from the screen, Fajr, just in case there's anything that is not appropriate. So just have a quick look
oh yeah,
over
sure,
it
sure,
and just to see if it's
sure, sure,
fit
sure.
for
Okay.
our audience.
All right. So let me try.
Does it look okay?
Okay. Wait. Article.
Farida did mention any news article uses past perfect. I think. I think yes. If you're
Yeah,
reporting on again something that has happened and you're looking at the cause of that, I think you would naturally use the past perfect, wouldn't you?
that's really exactly.
Oof, but,
Yeah, the common elements in terms of a report as a news. But let's say make it more obvious. Okay. Yeah, still misunderstand. Let's just use the British Council. Sorry, the BBC news for the time being, and let's see if they use past perfect. So maybe we would like to try to ask the being whether the news use past perfect. Okay, let's say, so we have this another football news. So we have
you are
this
crazy
one,
about football, Fudge, aren't you?
a little bit.
What's your
Let's
favorite?
say the most, the
What's your
thing that,
favorite team?
well, I'm still for Manchester United for the time being, though it's still like up and down, but yeah, doing my best to support it.
Okay,
Okay, right. No,
excellent.
we can show my screen again.
Okay.
You know, I'll try to ask if the website use past perfect tense. Okay, find past perfect tense. Yeah, past perfect tense examples from the web page, let's say. Yeah. Yep. So it resulted
Okay.
Castellanos had scored 4 goals. Okay, so one example. So can you try okay, so create possible to the lesson which possible tense is saying the news on in the news article. Oh, I mistyped the possible, but guess what? It still understand. Still understand what I meant. Okay, using both the web page context and the web search results. So yeah, but the formula as to identify the past perfect tense for the news article. Yeah, so then to rewrite some sentence from the news article. For example, discuss how this change, give the students some practice exercise. Okay, write in the blanks and everything. Yeah, of course. So yeah, this is the result. And of course, for Farida, try, yeah, I encourage you to try it. Of course, try to find articles or websites that, yeah, of course, a report, just like here, someone mentioned, oh yeah, Farida mentioned about the Turkey earthquake or any other past news. So we can try to generate specific lessons. And most importantly, they also give us references. So here we have Optu Class or Lingua House and two more. And remember, try to copy the results or the generated text, because it won't be, let's say, stored just like ChatGPT, where it has the feature where you can or save some chats. But here in Bing AI, you need to have separated documents to store, or let's say, to save the chats that you need, or the result that you have created with the Bing AI. Like, okay,
Uh,
that's what happens.
Absolutely amazing. But I mean, yeah, I mean, I think, as teachers can see, you need to play about, you need to experiment, like a lot of things within our professional development. You can't just take it and start using
Mm,
it, but you learn as you go along. You learn how to ask these prompts to the AI to get the result that you're looking for, and also how to fine tune, how to develop that
mm.
conversation with the chatbot as well. Sorry, I don't think we have time. Janaki was asking for a speaking activity for primary students, unless you do. But obviously,
Well,
this is something to experiment with. We all have different
mm,
classes with different needs, and we have different learning objectives within our curriculum. So I think we've covered a good starting point, Fajr, haven't we? So, nice and easy, accessible. It's on, browser that's already more than likely available on your computer. And if not, it's just a simple free download,
yeah,
which is
yeah,
obviously great. And,
yes, yeah, yeah,
you mentioned there are a couple of tips. Do check the result
yeah.
before using
Check
it.
the results.
Adapt it according to your learners and needs
Mm.
as well. Okay,
And that's what makes us
fantastic.
teacher, right? Yeah, what makes
Well,
us teacher? What
exactly.
makes us human, right?
Exactly. That's why AI technology will never replace the teacher, because we still need that expertise. We still need the teacher know-how. We still need um, our understanding of our learners' specific needs as well. Okay, fantastic. So I'm just going to remove that screen there. Faja, fantastic as always. You've been very, very practical with your demonstration, something that all teachers can start experimenting with. Do you use this much in your teaching?
Yeah, I have been experimenting it since it was launched. So yeah, that's why I came up with these ideas. So yeah, of course, I believe that most of us started with ChatGPT, and then yeah, since I have been using Microsoft Edge and been doing a lot of things with Microsoft, and then this Bing AI came up, so I signed up for the wish list or the waiting list, and then I saw this potential that we can explore as a teacher, because what I believe is it's not only about us as a teacher, whether it can assist us in teaching, but how we can integrate this in our teaching to show it to our students that things are, let's say, evolving these days, and then we have to catch up. So we, as a teacher, of course, I believe that we have to be like a role model, especially things that related to what we can do in this fast-paced world. So especially with the digital skills and currently with the AI. So I will really recommend the course that is currently running from the Teaching English British Council, the online skills for 21st century teachers. Yeah. So yeah, I've been doing this a lot.
Excellent. Thank you for that. Yeah, great course. Unfortunately, the enrollment closed yesterday.
Oh yeah, oh my goodness.
Oh,
I believe it will. Yeah, there are more
yes.
courses to that.
Absolutely. We will be running it again. But in the meantime, thank you so much, Fajar. You've really, really helped us all. I see lots of appreciative comments, and Karen as well. She's moderating the comments and also following along. She's very interested in the use of these AI chatbots. Okay, teachers, do keep the conversation going in the comments on this video. We will be checking in and seeing how you plan on using this technology to help you save time in your lesson planning.
Also trying my best to keep up the replying or maybe even asking you with ideas, of course, because what is it? Yeah, I'm still exploring here also. Like that's why maybe this is from my perspective, this is from my experience. Now we have more teachers knowing this, so I believe there will be more and more ideas coming up from the community of the Facebook group or the web page. That's what I'm looking forward to, reading the comments and even, of course, interacting with everyone.
Absolutely. This is what it's all about. You know, tools are made available to the whole world, and everyone in different industries and different sectors of society then has to spend some time learning, well, how can I use it in my life and in my work? So it's obviously very different whether we're a teacher or a computer programmer or a medical specialist. We all have to work and share within our communities. So in this case, our community of teachers who are following along on teaching English can then start sharing ideas and learning from each other. Fantastic. Thank you so much, Fajar. We'll obviously have you back for another session on some tech tools. In the meantime, thank you so much. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much, Marcus, for having me for the third time, and looking forward to another one interacting with the teachers. And I really appreciate the enthusiasm of the teacher, because I'm also looking at the Facebook Live on my other monitor. It was really great to see this enthusiasm for learning from every teachers that we have today, and even maybe more and more teachers, because this video will be will be on the page, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you, teacher. See you
soon. Bye-bye.